Hey, so we're going to do the new moon in Aquarius reading. It is on the 21st, Saturday the 21st. So we're going to get a feel for the energies. Going to start with the Moonology cards. Also on the 21st is the 21-day Reinvent Yourself challenge. It's $21, and it's all about using this energy of new beginnings and fresh starts to make 2023 the year that we develop lasting success habits and finally achieve the goals that we desire. So if you're interested in that, there's information in the description box below. Sorry. We got full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. And that's exactly what the Aquarian energy is about. So I just find it funny that that's the card that we got. Um, I'm a big fan of the Aquarian energy, and one of the things that I coach, one of the things that I really want to help people do is to find their true authentic self and learn how to express that in the world with confidence. And so I'm totally stoked about Aquarius season. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems a little frightening, seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. And with Aquarius, it's so much about love and pivoting and allowing ourselves to take the opportunities that life presents, because when we're being ourselves, those opportunities that come in, we'll know whether or not it's right for us. And not holding too tightly onto a certain idea about where our path should lead, and more about co-creating with the universe and allowing that to shape our destiny by following our intuition. And when you get in touch with your intuition and truly the real inner you, your authentic self, and learn to heed that inner voice, you will find that your path becomes much more suitable. The right things start coming in for you, because when you put your own energy out there, instead of the avatar that we tend to create when we're not sure of ourselves, we're lacking in confidence, or there's just blockages from the past we haven't overcome yet, then we tend to go on a really skewed journey because we're still trying to find ourselves. So let's get some tarot for this new moon in Aquarius. Whoa, new moon in Aquarius. I got a bunch. I did keep the Nine of Cups. It was the one that flipped first. So, new moon in Aquarius. All right. We have quite a few. And we've got some nice cards here. We've got the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. The Five of Cups, which is, you know, feeling like the past hasn't played out the way that we wanted it to, and not we're spending too much time looking at the things of the past and not seeing the opportunities that are coming. And we have the King of Wands, which is completely the self-made entrepreneur, 100% authentic, followed by the World, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Swords. So with the Nine of Cups, my helpers are back. With the Nine of Cups, we have that wish fulfillment. And if you're familiar with the tarot, the Ten of Cups is just everything: abundance, happy family, happy home, happy career, happy everything, complete and total fulfillment. So here we're at the Nine of Cups. So we're like getting close. And I feel like Spirit's encouraging us to continue on the path that we've been pursuing. If there's something that a wish, a dream, a goal that you've had the urge to go after, it's the right thing. And it's going to bring you so much happiness. And on the card, you can see her just throwing her 9 cups in the air. She's just exuberant. And the yellow in the tarot is always happiness, and there's just so much happiness in the card. And it's followed by the 5 of Cups. And I feel like following the 9 of Cups, it's saying that we've been delayed in reaching the 9 of Cups because we got stuck at the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups, again, she's looking at the 3 cups that have spilled and doesn't see directly behind her. Oh my goodness, Arlo. She doesn't see directly behind her. There's a cup full of glowing jewels. There's so much opportunity sitting there behind her. And at the same time, she's dipping her foot in another cup. So it's the impression that I get, because again, we were talking about the 9 of Cups and having hesitation from from our past as far as moving towards our dreams and our goals, is that maybe you've been dipping your toes into something new and you really like it. But the more you think about it, those things from the past come up. You've tried stuff before. We know this has never worked out for you before. Like the ghosts in your head are stopping you from turning around and grabbing that cup full of joy and wealth and abundance. And we've all done it. Our ego wants to protect us, and it views change as dangerous, especially if we've had things in the past not work out well for us. It makes us hesitant to move forward into new things. Change may be scary, but stagnation is like living death. And we're being encouraged to face the fear, overcome that stagnation of trying to stay safe by not changing. Because change is what we're here for, and learning and evolving. And that makes sense that the next card is the King of Wands. Again, the entrepreneur, the self-made man. Everything that he has, he created for himself. And if you look in the background, there's a lion. The courage. It takes courage to step out and do new things and embrace change and put yourself out there. And one of the best ways, I think, to help us overcome that fear is to go back and look at our successes. What are the things that have gone right? What are the things that you took the leap of faith and it went right? And if you can't come up with anything right off the top of your head, I know there's something. It doesn't have to be massive. You've overcome challenges. And anytime that we've tried something in the past and it hasn't worked out the way we wanted it to, at least it's not for nothing because we've learned. We now know what doesn't work. So if you've tried something several times that hasn't worked out and you're getting really discouraged and want to give up, Spirit is encouraging you, have courage, face the fear, face the challenge, because the next card up is the World. We're entering a new cycle, and the world is your oyster. You have everything you need to succeed. And sometimes it's just a matter of we choose our timing based on when we think it's a good idea. And then when it doesn't work out, we think, oh, well, it's just not going to work. But what really was happening was that it wasn't the right time in divine timing. And if y'all are like me, the more you hear it wasn't time yet in divine timing, you start to get frustrated because it's like, well, when is it time? Could they send me an email? Can we put it on the calendar? And what it is just having that faith to keep moving forward. Because if your intuition has told you that this is your path, apparently I'm boring Arlo. Stay with it, because we have the 7 of Swords and the King of Swords. And the 7 of Swords is really, it can be considered lying, cheating, stealing, or it can be a card of um, a strategy, having a strategy. And we've been through this stagnant energy since really around August with all the retrogrades. And I really feel like that period of time was meant for us to go within, to regroup, to rest, to energize, to get ready for this opportunity, this huge opportunity of forward momentum to pursue the goals and dreams again. And the King of Swords, he has mastered the art of communication. He has mastered his ability to find clarity. And it's through those hazy times where we're very uncertain that we learn how to find clarity within ourselves. And it's by following the intuition. And that's probably the most priceless form of communication we can master is learning how to communicate with our inner self, our inner being, and to know what the guidance is that we're receiving to go on the right path. And that's where this retrograde period has given us time to reflect, to review, to look back on the things that didn't work out well. What did I gain from that? What skills? What can I take forward so that next time I do it better? And that's the strategy coming in for this big opportunity for wish fulfillment, for self actualization, for the new cycle that's coming up that's beginning. So we have all this opportunity in front of us. I am going to get a few clarifiers here to see what the rest of the story is, using the Witch's Tarot for that. And the first deck that I was using was the Light Seers Tarot. Oh, that is way too many. Okay, try that again. Let's get some clarifiers. What's the rest of the story for this new moon? Rest of the story for the new moon in Aquarius spirit. If we come up with a strategy and we have courage, what can we look forward to? If we have the courage to face our fears and move forward in this new cycle, what can we look forward to? What is the outcome? What is the outcome of taking this action, spirits? Oh, got another one. They are flipping right into the deck this time. All right, one more, please. Okay. Ah, I am so sorry about my helper there. So sorry. Sweet. Okay. So we got the question I asked. If we take this action and we face our fears and we pursue our dreams, what is the outcome? We have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Chariot. So that is pretty straightforward. The Nine of Cups being that abundance. You know, she's a self-made woman. She created her financial stability, her happiness, her joy. She's sitting in front of this big feast and very at peace. She looks very peaceful, very settled and calm. She's not running around like crazy because she's put the work in. She had a strategy and she created this wealth and abundance. And the Knight of Wands, which is that rapid movement forward. The Knight of Wands can be a little bit inconsistent. And the way I'm taking that at this point is just that, you know, we already had the strategy and listening to our intuition. So once you have clarity, taking this fast movement, this fast action towards your goal, towards what you want, because the Three of Wands is all about opportunity. And some say it's like he's watching his ships come in. He could be watching his ships go out. He's just launched them for a journey for treasure seeking or something. But more importantly, it's that there's so much more out there. There's so much more to experience when we embrace the change, we embrace the uncertainty with the knowledge that we have wisdom we've gained in the past that's going to take us to a successful future if we just take the action, believe in ourselves, have faith in the universe, stay in touch with our intuition, because then we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is, again, rapid movement, but this time it's rapid movement with the universe. So it's like just doubling down on that forward momentum and co-creating in whatever it is that you have in mind. It can also be considered like making a move. It could be a physical move. It could just be an action, that you're taking action to move forward. So we have the Eight of Pentacles under that, and then the Three of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles being, you put in the work, you put in the time, you invested the labor, followed by celebration. So I think this is, again, a pretty clear reading. The energy has been very consistent about not giving up, not giving up on the idea that there is more to life and that you have what it takes to create the life that you want to live. And now, for those of you seeking romance, we're going to get a romance angel card. Feel out the energies for romance, new beginnings in romance. What do we got for the new moon in Aquarius? New moon in Aquarius. Woo! Okay. And we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And that's very in line with the energy. The new beginnings, the fresh starts, the being yourself, being authentic, expressing yourself. Make the effort, express your love. So if there's somebody out there that you've just kind of been keeping an eye on, haven't really said much, maybe flirt a little bit, it might be time to communicate a little more. Aquarius is an air sign. Air signs are about communication, so, step out there. And if you're in an existing relationship, even more important, make the effort and express your love. We get so good at communicating things that we don't like in a relationship that a lot of times we don't communicate the things we do like. And then it becomes so negative just because we haven't expressed what we like. And, so take some time. If you're in a committed relationship, ongoing relationship, express the things that you really appreciate and enjoy about your partner, and make the effort to do the things that they appreciate. Because when both people are trying to make the other person happy, it's beautiful. So let's see about our finances. Gonna get some abundance angels here. Show us the money. What do we got for the new moon in Aquarius? Spirit, new moon in Aquarius. What is the energy for money for the new moon in Aquarius? New beginnings, fresh starts. All right, we have, I love this one. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Very in keeping with the energies. Bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Because being in nature reminds us of just how perfectly the universe can take care of itself. Things in nature are always well timed. As chaotic as it looks, it's very organized. Every creature has its purpose, its function, and there's a beautiful symphony in nature that can remind us that we may not know the whys behind the delays or the things that have happened in the past that have kept us from moving forward. But what we can know is that if we flow and allow the universe to guide us, it's pretty good at organizing things. So getting out in nature will help remind you of that. And then we're going to get a Heal Yourself reading card to see if there's anything specific we could be working on at this time with this energy. Well, of course, we've done so much talking about divine timing that, of course, patience would come up. And it seems like that has been a collective lesson because the last few years have definitely required patience. You must develop patience in all areas of your life. Patience does not mean that you give up and do nothing. On the contrary, you need to be aware of several aspects of the circumstance that you are facing. Patience requires you to stop pushing, rushing, and creating potentially explosive situations. Instead, it asks you to see the bigger picture and become aware of the ingredients that might be missing. If you are impatient with a particular person, instead give them space. Avoid jumping to conclusions and making up dramatic stories about a person or situation without being aware of all the details. You have an opportunity to let go of judgment. Always look for the truth of the situation, not what someone is saying or doing, but why. Patience can also be connected to a health condition you're recovering from, a new diet or an exercise program you've embarked on, or a new course of study you may have begun. And the key thing that sticks out for me there, again, is that, excuse me, when things are delayed, many times it's because we're missing ingredients. Whether that ingredient is a skill, knowledge, an attribute like patience, that thing that we're missing, we will need to be successful in where we desire to go. And through slowing us down and detouring us or giving us a new challenge, the universe is trying to school us so that once we get there, we can stay there. It's not fleeting. It has a strong foundation and we can build it to last. So let's get a Rebel deck card to tie it up. Again, these do have profanity, so if you don't want to hear the profanity, then this is the last card, so you got the gist of the reading. Again, tomorrow is I'm sorry, tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. Saturday, the 21st, we do the kickoff for the 21-day challenge, which is all about removing blockages and all the things that came up in the reading. So that's why I set it for the 21st for the new moon for that reason. All right, here we go. You are being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. And with that, kind of brings me back to that whole being authentic thing. Because when we're not upfront, clear in our communication, whether it's by being deceptive, intentionally deceptive, as if to take advantage of someone, or just being deceptive to fit in, shit could get ugly for you and all the other people involved because we really, at the end of the day, we all want to find our tribe, where we fit in, where we're understood, where we feel needed. You know, people who want to be around us because of the big, goofy whatever that we are. And this Aquarius season is all about that. Let your light shine. Show the world the real you. And let the right people come into your life. And so many times we try so hard to fit in that we end up surrounding ourselves by the wrong people, the wrong jobs, the wrong locations, because we're pursuing the dream we were told we should dream. We're pursuing what we were told was success, but it doesn't bring us happiness. And how can you be successful if you're not happy? Because at the end of the day, that's what we all desire so deep down is just to be happy. Of course, there are going to be things that come up in our lives. I mean, there's always going to be something that has to be addressed or has to be taken care of. But if ultimately deep down in your soul you're happy and you're fulfilled, those are going to seem like small bumps instead of mountains. So this is really just great energy, a great time to really start fresh. Let go of the past. Stay in gratitude for what it taught you. Remember that divine timing may not always look like ours. It's not a no. It's not yet. Just stay on your path because you're heading in the right direction. So I hope this helps. I will talk to you soon. Love and light.
Hey, so I am excited to announce that the 21-day Reinvent Yourself Challenge is kicking off on January 21st. It's $21, so it's affordable. And what we're going to be doing is every day we'll have a Facebook group. Every day there's going to be a new video, Q&A on the topic. We're going to touch on how to make things stick, how to make new habits stick, really going into this energy of not just having a resolution, but reinventing yourself in the way that you always dreamed you could. And we're going to inner child healing, so many topics in 21 days we're going to cover so that at the end of that 21-day period, not only will you have a roadmap to success, but you will have the inner knowing that you can make these changes stick, and create the life that you really want for yourself. So, registration is open, and really the reason that we're doing it on the 21st, I love the energy because the 21st is the new moon. It's the new moon in Aquarius, which is all about reinventing yourself, your authenticity, showing off your eccentricity, really being you, letting that freak flag fly. So this energy is so supportive. And on the 22nd, all planets go direct. No more retrogrades. We've got a nice chunk of time where the planets are going to be direct. None of that backward, slow down movement. If you watch the full moon in Cancer reading, I went into some of this on there, but then the 22nd is the Chinese New Year. So, I mean, it's perfect for a fresh start. Perfect energy for a fresh start. So, we're going to kick off on Saturday the 21st. Um, Once you sign up, you'll get an email that has information in it. Basically, go to the Facebook group, request to join. It's going to open on the 20th. So, on the 20th, you'll have access to the Facebook group. We'll do introductions. Um, Everybody gets kind of getting ready, and then the 21st we'll kick it off and start our 21-day journey to reinventing ourselves for 2023. So if you are interested, if you really, really feel like it's time to make these changes, it's time to become the best you, go to the website. It's under packages. It'll say 21-day reinvent yourself challenge. Click on that. I will see you there. Love and light.